You know right, assassinate. Airport and my moja nananu shegu edigu on my
Etiefo intino yenia yenim asemo a ende ababeto yenimu a enkrofo bebre na kasa afa ho eye military order say Alban Bagbin soldiers ebo ne ho ban wo mo entwe mfi ne ho na enkrofo bebre na kasa Ghana fo bebre asane omo audios e was asem ne so mama mwati asese wo sani audio ayebebo intino nyanto kwase eman but enkrofo kasa intino ensemo enkrofo kana wo se yedeba. This first one is coming from a year MPB. Now, what shall the title? 3 news for a year TV3 for Atrona. Was say removal of Bagbin's soldiers was at the behest of Akufo Addo, not Ghana Armed Forces. NDC MP claims. Now, NDC MP as someone can say Alban Bagbin say the soldiers no ye yomo efri ne hono. Enya Ghana Armed Forces for decision. Now, a President Akufo Addo and what Ghana Armed Forces say womonya sadie no. Now listen, the truth of this whole thing, you see, I know, say people might come out, especially the MPP people, they might come out to communicate, say, oh, the air kosui, ebi Akufo Addo wonim honshe. But you see, the truth of the whole thing, they say, you can't take President Akufo Addo out of this issue. Do you know why?
Melodies
because
TV on YouTube.
Mama Watiasie, when it comes to institutions like the military, national security, they work based on orders. It is how joining military, Rebecca Charles say, obey before complain. Military personnel bia e was hard any trim, obey before complain. Just say yema order, disassemble so answer na wababa be complaining. It is based on hierarchy and orders. The truth of the whole thing. And they say, the president of the land is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Not just soldiers for army, navy, air force. Womo penyi ni na President Akufo Addo. Or your commander-in-chief. Not just a command bia wo be mebiano. I was say womo den ediso. So even if it is not the president who ordered, say, yenyi soldiers no in free Alban Bagbin ho, he as the commander in chief no, he as the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces no, he can quickly say, hey, saade na mo ye no munjai, and no wo bia ni baby a wo be complaining. No single individual in the army can complain if President Akufo Addo, the commander in chief, Emma command. Say I'm before Adena Moya no Munjai. No single person can complain.
Melodies TV on YouTube.
Obia wabeba abontia baba kan we de Akufo Addo nim ho hwe, Akufo Addo nim ho hwe no. Listen, it will be very difficult for you to say Akufo Addo nim ho hwe. Se wo nim ho hwe kra na, obetumi aye hu bibi. Na nka Ghana for yate say Akufo Addo aye hu bibi. Inti no, you see Erding eya na yempesi yebekọ saa lane no ba isi ne kra wo ho ana wa den waka ne kra wo ho ana waka na after this story me the story bi bebremu na saa asem no maka atre NDC for eye me de say nde security experts bi can that same thing atre NDC for. But let's go yen read the comment way and yen read the story way. Was a member of parliament for Banda and deputy minority whip Ahmed Ibrahim has claimed that the removal of the soldiers who were attached to the office of the speaker was on the orders of President Akufo Addo. Inti MP na samwa wo kan say Akufo Addo and our order soldiers no. Say yenyi omo emfri Alban Bagbin ho. Also speaking on the News 360 on TV3 Saturday, January 15th, the member on the Defense Committee said the news of the removal came at a shock to the minority in parliament. So say minority for the crown, they are shocked. Asamna Tomoso. This came to us as a great shock, he said, adding that this is the time we all need to come together to work on security. We are surprised as a minority to hear government withdrawing the military detachment of the speaker. The speaker is number 3. Even the EC chair is using about 10 military personnel. One asemo amekan. Asemo amekan ya na MP we welcome. I said the minim say MP we be kan asem we. Asemo amekan ni se nipa kura wo ye number 3, third in command. Se President Akufo Addo ni ho, se Baumie ni ho a, Alban Bagbin no ye president of the country. Jinmen Sampo, na waka no say Jinmen Sampo. Soldiers for bako 10 ene ebo ne ho ban bebi obeko bia soldiers 10 ene ebo ne ho ban. Onompo still soldiers no ene ne nam. Na Alban Bagbin mu ye. Like why? I mean, come on man, come on. Chale, baby Ghana ye Chale. Chale. Oh, Chale.
Melodies TV
Baby
on
Ghana
YouTube.
ya braba bedui. Chale, what is happening? I don't what's going on, man? What's happening? Then eko sui. Hey, Chale. Hey. Asemu. Osi, mamentia so. Osi. So if the speaker duly requested for 4 and they have been on duty for over 1 year, the questions is what has changed? It raises security questions. He added, it is President Akufo Addo who has withdrawn the military detachment. He is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The minority will meet on Monday. See, or say Monday or China, minority ebe meet one same way so. So the Ghana Armed Forces has said that the 4 soldiers who have been withdrawn from the office of the Speaker of Parliament were attached to that particular office without proper procedure. This resulted in the decision to withdraw them while efforts are made to regularize their attachments. A statement said, the undernamed military personnel were attached to the office of the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament without the proper procedure. The statement signed by the Chief of Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces, MP Ando, to the Speaker said, Inti NDC MP asamwa waka na say Akufo Addo and the massa order no. Listen, aside everything, right? Aside the criticism and everything, you see, there's something in me that doesn't want to believe say what we are all thinking and what we are all thinking. No, there's something in me that doesn't want to believe say that is it. Aside everything, aside the fact say and you so just know you I strongly want to believe. I have this strong will. I strongly want to believe say Charlie Adiano send your year dream and I send your melodies main dreams is here and yes sanity. I strongly want to believe say indeed Ebia there was something wrong with soldiers no the procedure as the military or more train no. I strongly want to believe say indeed Ebia there was something wrong and I want person will more regularize it. I strongly want to believe say this is just a small issue and shadanya as an KCSR now so we are just blowing it out of proportion. Maybe because letter now one more no they didn't give further explanation. I strongly want to believe that. Because the BBC ba now what the letter be just with one line with no proper explanation ba you give room for a lot of speculations. Washa the only reason they stated they say the undernamed
Melodies
military
TV on
personnel were
YouTube.
attached to the office of the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament without the proper procedure. That was the only reason they gave. I feel say we needed more explanation in order for us to listen. So okay, ebia the omo kano eyanekre. Ebia womu who says soldiers no womo abo adwumu poboni bi afa Alban Bagbin. You see, I strongly want to believe that. Into Mr. Ghana Armed Forces. Minim say mo de na it's very difficult say ana mo no ye ni mo sa say asembisi a mobile bonten be kasa na nyama ba mesrɛ mo on this issue because of the perception it is creating in the heads of people no mesrɛ mo just come out and explain it further. Ebiana you are doing it with a good heart. Ebiana you de mo ye no mumu na mo nam kwan paso eye nanso esanse mo antras ye ninti yenya fa ne different. That is what I want to believe. Seriously, that's what I want to believe. It's me sreomo So mo tie yen mo for explanation in bra na yen tie ase ye because if it is what we are thinking pan there, then I'm sorry, this country is not a democratic country. If it is what I'm thinking, if it is what I'm thinking, Charlie, tell me what you comment box anymore.